Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Cremona have opted for a 3-5-2 here, Jim.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs, and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter, and this player, Pavlovic, is about as physically dominant and uncompromising as they come. His game can look a bit chaotic at times, but that's just because of his all-action style. He's simply relentless.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Tries a shot!
That's a sharp pass. Over to the right flank. Guardiol.
And the shot!
He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Fermin. He's in a great position here. And it's Lopez. Fermin going forward.
Shot, surely!
Oh, it's hit the post! That's really well cleared.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Rooney clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's out for a goal kick.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he find the finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's done it! And we have liftoff!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It'll be a throw-in.
In with the challenge. Now it's Diaz. He is through here. Rooney. Rooney powering forward here. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jacquet gets it clear. Pavlovic. That's a good foray he's making. Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Luperto. Aimed beyond the defence. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jacquet. Rice. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Bommel gets on his bike and on the move. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, that's a key interception. No way through. And it's Rice. And here's Rooney. It's Rooney! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nice touch. He's got
Diaz! And that's in! Arsenal are level.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Arsenal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So it's back to business.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. Now that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. Vardio.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now the
Chance for a shot!
Vermin. Rooney stood up well to him there. Petzela, foot in. Vermin. That's good running with the ball. That pass has been well intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's picked out the run. Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. Swings it across.
Cremona clearly are trying to mix things up here. Keep it.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And he's going to Rex.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
That was
29.514 spettatori. Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 18. Rooney. Numero 17. Van Bommel. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Messi. Il numero 11. Il numero 23.
And it's Lopez.
Il numero 14.
Could move up a gear here. And he's had it nicked away. Caicedo. Now then, the ball's come loose. Caicedo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 90 viene sostituito con il numero 77.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Clipped into space. And he's there to retrieve it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
And a chance! Superb from Rice! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 31.
Cremona have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Arsenal have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase.
He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt!
Gol dell'Arsenal. Ha segnato al 77esimo minuto.
Oh, beautifully
Numero
dispatched.
5.
There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 41.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rafinha is in a really good position out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Petzela threads one in. And he's heaved it away. And they're quick to get it back. Now, can they get him away?
Big chance! Yes!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
85esimo minuto. Numero 23.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 27.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a fine interception. That was very necessary. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafinha. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, good spread.
Oh, shooting chance!
Off the post. Looking to play him in. Oh, good take. And
Can he finish?
it's bounced back off the post.
Fermin! Goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
Numero 5.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Vermin taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Arsenal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And now, lining up for
Arsenal have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So off we go then.
Mark van Bommel is a player who is tailor-made to marshal the midfield, Peter. He's an expert ball winner, and he's keen to stamp his authority very early in any game.
And a whole lot more than that, yeah?
Rooney! It's hit the uprights. Goal! Arsenal! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And he's been shifted off it. Ruggeri, that has not gone well. Vermin. And here's Rooney. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Bommel. And Jamal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets a good foot in there. Jamal proves just a little bit too strong. He's found a way through.
Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Jamal. Now it's Rooney. It's Rooney!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And a header!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And they've got rid.
Vermin!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Van Bommel is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking to play him in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Jamal, facing up to his adversary.
Big chance! And no mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 23 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Front right-footed pressing going on here. And it's Rooney. It's a really well-measured ball. Lopez, there's the shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. Arsenal have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. He'll try from distance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. Rice. And here's Rooney. He has a look up. Caught offside that time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rice. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Oh, now he can run away with it. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Yamal on two now and looking for three. Oh, played through for the wide man. No, he's not getting past him there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Spread out to the left. That's a good foray he's making. That's Lopez. A lot of Fermin! Brilliant from Lopez! A finish of true class!
The goal scorer for
With
Arsenal.
fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that really is so impressive.
But from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Fermin Lopez.
A case now of complete control. Foot in. Now it's Lopez. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
There will be
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's got away from it. And the shot at goal! Always going over the top.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Lovely pass.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! He's kept it out just.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
They've played it short. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Substitution on the field. Number 32. Coming on to replace him.
So right back into the action.
Number 21.
Rice. And this is Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that is a good ball.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Just cruising! They are cruising!
48 minutes in.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Declan Rice.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. He's had it taken off him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Lopez. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
A header! Oh, he has
into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 22.
Arsenal
Luis
choosing
Diaz.
to make the first change.
Number 19.
So a lead courtesy
Lamine
of
Yamal.
an own goal.
Number 18. Wayne
Yeah, he's pulled him
Rooney.
up for that challenge.
Number
Quickly
41.
taken.
Declan Rice coming on the field. Number
Koundé
11.
making good progress on the
Rafinha.
right-hand side.
Number 15. Lionel Messi. Number 23.
And he shoots!
Aubameyang. Number 9.
And he's lifted it over.
Eduardo
Yeah, that was a
Camavinga.
fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Substitution
So we have
for
further
Arsenal.
activity on the bench
Number
here.
17.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Moises Caicedo.
Ruggeri. Nicely weighted ball. And Aubameyang! It's a goal! And that for him is goal number 10.
The goal scorer for Arsenal. After
They
67
forced the error
minutes
and
in.
extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Aubameyang.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Caicedo makes a dash for it. Look at the space here. That's going wide left.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Koundé in with the challenge. It's run loose here, and he's in on goal. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, that's a key interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pass somewhat off target. Rafinha. And here's the chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So here comes a substitution.
Coming on
Well,
to
his stamina
replace
was
him
called
is
into question then,
number
but there's
13.
absolutely nothing wrong with his heart.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a pretty loose pass. And they've got a throw. He's heaved it away. And he has been fouled there. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, Bamiyang! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ruggeri. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. And that's going up front in a hurry. No, that was never going to make it. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Camavinga. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ruggeri tries to pass it through.
There will be 5 minutes.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's got the beating of his man. He's going for goal! Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, what about this cross? And it's claimed by the keeper. Looking for the run. Martinez claims comfortably. Vermeer. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a goal kick. And time is up. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Diaz. Oh, that was vital. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. And he's in on goal! Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Vardiol powering forward here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rooney! No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rice tries to pass it through. It's Rooney! And he should have made them pay.
Rooney deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Stood up well to him there. Lopez. Can he get on the end of this? So no flag here. Good ball. Shot at goal! And one more try! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Gol dell'Arsenal. Ha segnato al 19esimo
Diaz
minuto.
duly reaps his
Numero
reward,
22.
kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to get it away. And it's Lopez. Fermin! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Benevento are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, he's burst through! Oh, great chance! Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Front-footed pressing going on here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he cuts out the supply. Diaz wants to run onto this. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's tidy. This looks promising. Deftly away. And he's there to retrieve it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Picks out chance! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they have it all to do again.
Benevento really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Yamal has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's destined for the flank. And this is Rooney. That is good. It's Rooney! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. Vermeer. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Diaz is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rooney, real chance! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? This is a promising build-up. Oh no, this does not look good. Vermeer. Rice going forward. Aims beyond the defence. Benevento can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Almost an hour gone. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Opts for safety. They get a throw in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 39 viene sostituito con il numero 36.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Messi coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
He's quick to return it. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! And no mistake! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Benevento really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Aubameyang! Fantastic from Aubameyang! A finish of true class! And they're back in front!
Numero 23.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Camavinga. And Rafinha. Verdi. Van Bommel has given away a free kick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 40, numero 33. Lasciano il campo per il numero 43, il numero 46.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Quick look, then plays it in.
Benevento really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's been cut out, well played. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aubameyang. Verdi has created 1 goal already. Not the most accurate pass. Van Bommel. Looking for the run. Aubameyang is flagged offside. Aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Musiala! And again! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played out to the left flank. Rafinha. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dealt with nicely by the defence. 5 minutes to add. Oh, no joy this time. And he's been shifted off it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Musiala voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Hello everyone, and
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Pisa definitely have the look of a team.
He's having a pop! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Yamal. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Leris. Jacquet does well to get it back. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Chance here to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good.
Dani Olmo! Oh, it's hit the post! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Opts for safety. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Caresses it through. Dani Olmo finds himself offside. First quarter of an hour gone. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Good ball, good take. Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Pierre Aubameyang. Pierre Aubameyang. Pierre Aubameyang.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And the shot! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Rice. He's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say. Corner number 2 then. Header comes in! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Dani Olmo. Arsenal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Cross needs to be... And he'll hit it first time! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Aubameyang is onto this. Tries to play it, takes a shot! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Goal scorer for Arsenal.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Pierre Aubameyang.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Over to the right flank. Rice threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Foot in. He's in a great position here. Van Bommel is one of those players who's known for reading. He's going for goal! Just too high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Yamal, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's been hooked away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Guardiol. Now this could be a chance. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. Diaz. Strong running down that left flank.
Have been indicated.
He's a sharp little ball here. Aubameyang picks it up out wide.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rice running with intent. And it's made its way to him. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Aubameyang. Leiris.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Brilliant! A finish of true class!
The goal scorer for
And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
number 23.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Look, a decent chance! And a neat finish! And they are right back within touch!
Goal! After 55
And a
minutes in.
trademark move ends with the
Number 7.
inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 22.
Pisa may be down,
Luis
but
Diaz.
not out just yet.
Coming on the field,
The pressing's
Number
intense,
15.
and it's paid off.
Lionel Messi. Number 11.
Pisa do have a chance to
Rafinha.
counter here. Rice. Aubameyang needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Just about up to the hour now. Arsenal needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Arsenal do have options available on bench if they want to go that way. And he's forced to go back. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! That has been knocked clear. He's having a hit! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Substitution on the field, number 32. Coming on to replace him is number 9. Substitution for Arsenal, number 41.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 4, Danny Olmo. Coming on the field, number 9, Eduardo Camavinga.
Arsenal have now used up all but one
Musiala.
of their substitution windows. Great chance! It's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Coming on the field, number 48.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Number 11.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Great defending, strong and determined. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Aubameyang. He's had it taken off him.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Bommel. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's a key interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Musiala.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The final 5 minutes. Oh, super find. Cuadrado. Oh, this is Cuadrado. And he's there to clear it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Full added minutes.
Time added on 4 minutes. That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
Forced to go back. Shot, surely! Well, that is remarkable. And he's been shifted off it. Spread neatly. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5... Jamal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Van Bommel. Rice. And it's Rooney. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that could set him on his way. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Diaz. Wriggles his way through. Rice charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's made its way to him. Guardiol. Van Bommel gets over and intercepts. And it's Lopez. He's going for goal! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Guardiol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? In he goes again. Goal! Arsenal! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now.
Numero 18, Rooney.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He's picked his way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Arsenal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name.
Souterol really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly...
Terrific effort! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he cuts out the supply. Rice. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Great ball if he can get there. Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. Picked out brilliantly, and he was alert to it. Pavlovic tries from distance. Rice. He's found a way past. Oh, it's a great... He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. Aimed beyond the defence. Rice. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Rice certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
That has been slung wide. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Rooney. Now it's Yamal. Lopez. Can he get it through? Oh, right place, right time.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rice, who's set up one goal so far. We are into stoppage time. Tries one from range! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Arsenal leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's Rooney! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. Guardiol. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Rice. He came in hard, very hard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Arsenal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And there's the goal they've been looking
Gol
for.
per l'Arsenal. Ha segnato al 57esimo minuto.
The lightness of step,
Numero
the
17.
sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 19. Numero
Arsenal
22.
choosing to make the
Lasciano
first
il campo
change.
per il numero 15.
Arsenal go up by
Messi,
2 and are
il
looking
numero
good.
11.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
No way he was going to let him past. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great, there's the shot! And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rooney needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's well spotted. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Can he get onto this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Süterol really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Numero 43.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Van Bommel did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tries a shot! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 79. Viene sostituito con il numero 89. Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 5, numero 41, numero 18, Rooney. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Il numero 23.
And he is deftly away. Shot could be... Real chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Tries to play it through. Takes a shot!
Südtirol really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's had it taken off him. Again, with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Camavinga, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Dani Olmo. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's been hooked away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Dani Olmo
5 minuti di recupero.
has a look and plays it forward. And he's straight offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
This is a promising build-up. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Now, what about a counter-attack? Space for him to turn and look. Drills one in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That's it! There will be time for no more. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected some...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Hello and welcome
today's
one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling.
Diamante really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive.
Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Rice. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Dusan Vlahovic, is a player I've seen a lot more of recently, Peter. He boasts some incredible records, you know, making his debut in the Serbian top flight when he was only 15 years of age.
And decent chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Arsenal with the corner, there first. Yamal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Kelly. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Look, Vlahovic! They've scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Number 28, Dusan Vlahovic.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And this is Rooney. Boga.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And Kalulu. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Jacquet did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's picked his way through. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lopez. Oh, that's nice. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, great chance! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Locatelli! Now, who's going to be first to this? Yamal knocks it into space. Gatti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pavlovic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Thuram. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal has the space to scheme. Yamal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
The goal scorer.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wayne Rooney.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's run loose, who's going to get there? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here, definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
McKennie getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rice. Thuram. Now, what about a counter-attack? Jacquet gets a foot in here. Diaz. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Gatti clears it away. And he's taking no chances there. Boga. Now it's Conceição.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Bommel is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, that's a key interception. Cambiasso looking to pass their way up the pitch. Turns back here, probably the best option.
2 minutes have been indicated.
Kalulu. Gatti. Locatelli. Pavlovic spots it and intercepts. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good ball! Locatelli. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And hostility. Oh, that is asking for trouble! And it's Thuram. Now Kelly. Gatti. Van Bommel gets on his bike and on the move. Thuram. Boga. He's got away. Oh, he's all alone. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Locatelli! Space for him to turn and look. Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19, Lamine Yamal. Number 22, Luis Diaz. Coming on the field, number 15,
Boga,
Lionel
and he's
Messi.
been shifted off it.
Number 11,
Messi.
Rafinha.
Conceição.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He was under real pressure there. Tries to pass it through. Lovely bit of skill. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lopez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Rooney! And he couldn't finish.
Rooney has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cambiasso. Now Kelly. Gatti. Kalulu. He's found a way past. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kelly. And Gatti. It's not an especially good pass, that. Francisco Conceição. Conceição receives it in a good position here. Fermin looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him.
Now that looks a decent ball. McKennie. Locatelli. Messi running with the ball. Cambiasso, who's set up one goal so far. That looks a good ball through. Pavlovic. And it's Koundé. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ball's played through. Fermin providing an outlet on that flank.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's had it nicked away. Lopez. Oh, he's bustling through here. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Jeremy Boga. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Kenan Yildiz. Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
So, third corner of the game.
Mark van Bommel. Number 5, Fermin Lopez. Number 18, Wayne Rooney. Coming on the field, number 14, Moises Caicedo.
Dani Olmo!
Dani Olmo.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Pierre Aubameyang.
Now who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Messi caresses it through. And that has been cleared. And it's Rice. And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
On the field, number 27.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Gets a good foot in there. Rice. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Gonzalez.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shot could be on. Not the most convincing of passes. Thuram.
There will
He
be 3
expected
minutes
better, and
added
so did he.
time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has a look up. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
McKennie. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Aubameyang. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Francisco Conceição. Coming on to replace him is
Kalulu. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Big chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Arsenal break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Now that looks a decent ball. Rice. Berardi.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. There's the header! And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh no, what has happened here? First quarter of an hour gone. Lopez. Now it's Pinamonti. It's played through for him. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Sassuolo really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It says. And it's Kone. And claimed it back swiftly. Koundé with a definite fell there. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a pretty loose pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Berardi. And he welcomes it in. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Rooney. Now, can they get him away? Good take, and it's a decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
It says. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. Now it's Pinamonti. And he's shot a goal! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So they have it all to do again.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rice venturing down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Diaz. Showing good feet. And here's Lopez. He's picked it. He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front.
Gol per l'Arsenal.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score, is another.
Arsenal leading now.
Il quarto uomo
It
indica
says
2 minuti di
he
recupero.
steps in, and that's the end of that. Some good work on the right flank here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Arsenal ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Lopez. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 18. Rooney. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Messi. Il numero 11. Il numero 23. Pierre Aubameyang.
Fermin wins the duel this time. Kone. Now it's Pinamonti. And it's Kone. Messi. Rice. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Ha segnato al 55esimo minuto.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Oh, great feat, that.
Space for him to turn and look.
Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Real chance! And that is wildly off target.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pinamonti, cute ball now, how can he reach it? that's another throw. It says. Works it forward. Firmine. Aubameyang. Referee is having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Numero 11.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And it's Rice. Now this could be a chance. And he was quick to react. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Good chance here! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Numero 30. Viene sostituito con il numero 48. Sostituzione per l'Arsenal. Numero 5.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, il numero 9.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pinamonti. Jacquet with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 90. Lascia il campo per il numero 39.
Pavlovic cuts out the pass. All the way back. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that's really well manoeuvred. Musiala knocks it into space, thinks about the shot. Not the most accurate pass.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 45.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Musiala. That looks a good ball. Aubameyang! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That has been knocked clear. And here's Rafinha. Now it's Pinamonti. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Looking for options for movement. He has a look. There's the shot! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
Numero 23.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! And no mistake. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Ha segnato all'87esimo minuto.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's been slipped through. He's got away. And the finish! And he's quick to get rid. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Arsenal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Ha segnato al 90° minuto, numero 10.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, no joy this time. Musiala. Musiala running with intent. Musiala. Koundé calmly anticipates. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do.
you.